Hello everyone. I'm Rajni Purohit, your science teacher. I think science is a very interesting subject. So let's discuss something interesting today. Do you know the clothes which we wear? How they are made? Where they do the material come from? Oh, don't get panic. To solve this problem, I have selected a topic from class 7th, that is chapter 3, fiber to fabric. In this chapter, we will discuss about fiber, yarns and fabric. The main headings which we will cover today are animal fibers, number 1 wool and silk, different types of animals that yield wool, from fibers to wool, processing fibers into wool, and occupational hazard. Fibers, yarns, and fabrics. These are the main three terms which we have to understand as before we start with this chapter. Fiber. What is fiber? A fiber is the ingredient or the smallest visible unit of any textile product, which are flexible and may be spun into yarns. The second stage of fiber is called yarn. These are long, continuous length of interlocked fibers finally used for knitting and weaving. And the third stage of fiber is known as fabric, or simply we can call it as a piece of cloth which can be used for making different types of dresses, curtains, sheets, etc. So let's start with different types of fibers. You might have studied in your class 6 about various types of fibers. Fibers can be categorized into two. They are natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Let's take them one by one. The first one is natural fibers. Natural fibers are those which are obtained from natural resources. Now, what are the natural resources? Obviously, plants and animals. So we can conclude that the fibers which are obtained from plants, they are called as natural resources. Two categories again we have under this. One is plant fibers and the another is animal fibers. Plant fibers are those which are obtained from plant sources. Say for example, cotton, jute, flax. Cotton is obtained from the cotton flower of the plant and jute is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Similarly, we have another category, that is of animal fiber, which we are totally going to discuss in this chapter. This animal fiber are those which are obtained from animals. The common examples are wool and silk. The second category of the fibers include synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are those which are made by man in the laboratories or industries by using chemicals. So they are also termed as man-made fibers. Some common examples of these fibers are nylon, rayon, acrylic, polyester, and many more. So now a question arises. How can we differentiate between a natural fiber and a synthetic fiber? A very simple test is there. You have to take two threads each of natural fiber and a synthetic fiber. Now first burn the natural fiber and smell it. You will get a smell of hair burn. And after complete burning, it can be converted into ash-like substance. And whereas when you burn a synthetic fiber thread, you will find that it gives you a pungent smell and it will form a ball-like structure and it cannot be crushed into ash-like powder. So this is the simple way by which we can identify natural and synthetic fiber. So here we are now further discussing about the natural animal fibers, wool and silk. So let's discuss animal fibers, wool. Wool is obtained from the sheep, goat, yak, camel and some other animals. These wool yielding animals, they have a thick coat of hair on their body. This thick coat of hair is known as fleece. These hairs, they keep the animals safe from the harsh cold. But how it is possible? Yes, it is possible because these hairs, they trap the air and they do not allow the heat to go out of the body, and thus the animals are protected from the cold and their body remains warm during the winter season. So these hairy fleece, these are utilized for making wool. Wool is having, these fleece is having two types of fibers. One is coarse beard hair and the second is fine soft underhair very close to the skin. These fine soft underhair, they are utilized for making wool, and the coarse beard hair is utilized for making some other different woolen items. To obtain this kind of soft hairs, the shepherds or the persons who are dealing with this wool industry, they use a process that is called as selective breeding. What is selective breeding then? Selective breeding is a process in which a good offspring is obtained by the parents to get the special characters from it. Special characters such as fine soft hair, so they can get the special type of wool. Fine soft wool is getting and obtained by this process of selective breeding. Now we discuss different types of animals that yield wool. In our country, in different parts, there are different types of animals which are producing wool. The most common wool which we find in the market is obtained from sheep. But other than this, camels are also used for giving this wool. That is, the fur of the camel is used for getting wool, and it is more common in South America. The two species of camel, that is alpaca and llama, are very commonly used for yielding wool. Other than this, we have Angora goats in hilly regions of the mountains which produce Angora wool. And then one more common example which we all have heard about, Pashmina shawls. Yes, the finest, softest Pashmina shawls, they are obtained from the Kashmiri goat's fur, and these types of goats are more commonly found in Kashmir. And these goats, camels and yak also are utilized for giving wool. The yak are found in Tibet and Ladakh. These fur of yak, goat, camels, sheep, they all are utilized for producing wool. Some common Indian breeds of sheep which are found in different states like Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh are Lohi, Nali, Bhakarwal, Marwadi, Patanwadi, etc. Especially, Lohi is famous for good quality of wool, and they are specially reared in the states of Rajasthan and Punjab. And Nali is a breed of sheep which is specially used for carpet wool, and that is more commonly reared in the states of Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab. Moving ahead with the next topic, that is processing of wool. Processing of wool means how wool is obtained from fleece. So this process, it involves various different steps which are as follows. Number 1, rearing and breeding of sheep. Second is shearing. Third, scouring. Number 4, sorting. Number 5, bird separation. Number 6, drying. Number 7, dyeing. Number 8, spinning and weaving. Now let's discuss all these steps one by one. First one, rearing and breeding of sheep. Rearing means to grow and keep the sheep, and in return they take wool out of them. For rearing, shepherds of many areas like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, etc. They rear a large number of sheep and take them out for grazing. Basically, sheep are herbivores. They feed on grass and leaves. But along with it, shepherds or the rearers feed them on oil cakes, jowar, pulses and minerals so that they can eat them well and they can give out them a good quality of wool. And then these rearers or shepherds, they use a process called selective breeding, which we have already discussed, to obtain a good offspring with special characteristics of fine quality hairs or wool. So this is rearing and breeding. Now we move to second step, that is called as shearing. In this process of shearing, the fleece of the sheep or the hairs of the sheep are removed along with a thin layer of skin, and this is known as shearing. In this process of shearing, the sheep is not getting any hurt or any kind of damage, as it is similar process like a barber cuts the hair, as because the uppermost layer of the skin of the animal is dead and these hairs afterwards grows again. The generally shearing is done in hot weather, so when the hairs are removed, the sheep can able to survive without this protective coat of hair. This is what we have discussed about shearing. Moving ahead towards the third step, that is known as scouring. Scouring means when we have obtained the fleece of the sheep, that is the sheared skin, now it is washed with detergent in big tanks to remove the dirt, grease, stain and other things so as to make it clear. This scouring is nowadays done with the help of machines also to make the wool clean. Fourth step is, which is followed by scouring, is sorting. Sorting itself means the wool is sent to the factories to separate the fibers based on their textures. Coarse fibers are separated from the fine wool fibers, and then these are utilized according to their textures. Afterwards, the fifth step is followed, that is burr separation. Burr separation means the sheared wool is having some burrs, fluffy burrs on it, similar to that like the burrs we see on our sweaters. These burrs are separated to make it clean, soft and smooth. After the burr separation, this next step which we follow is known as drying. After burr separation, the wool is again washed and dried, and after drying, the next step which is followed is dyeing. Dyeing means the natural color of the fleece or the wool is generally either black, white or brown. So to obtain the desired color, the wool is now dyed into various different colors. So coloring of the wool is known as dyeing. After the dyeing, the last step which is followed is of spinning and weaving. The wool which is obtained in this manner is sent to the factories, and then machines are utilized for straightening, combing and rolling down the threads, and these yarns are rolled upon some reels. They are finally now converted into wool. The longer strands are utilized as wool and it is sent into the market, and the shorter fibers are utilized to make the small woolen items or small woolen clothes. So these are the 8 steps which are finally followed to obtain wool from the fleece. Now one more topic is related to this activity, that is one occupational hazard is related to this wool industry. This is known as sorter's disease. This sorter's disease is very common in wool industry. The person or the sorters who are working in these industries, they are badly affected by a bacterium called anthrax, which is more commonly found in these wool fibers. And due to these bacterium, that is anthrax, the sorters have a blood disease, and this disease is known as sorter's disease.